NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Devin Booker, Ivica Zubac out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the one. And for Brooklyn, Darius Garland is out there with Edwards. Then there's Barnes. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Dort in at the three, small forward. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Now here's Garland. Pass to Edwards from downtown. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Outside Edwards. Jacks up a three. Connects from downtown.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Garland. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And the shot goes down.
Good luck inside against Jokic, one of the most dominant players in the game right now.
Now Los Angeles with it. It's a three-point game. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
When I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Garland. Offensive rebound. Let's go with a three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Booker looking around. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. And Giannis throws it down.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now here's Dort. Outside Barnes to the inside. And Edwards with the basket on the assist from Barnes. Edwards got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
All right, man. It's time to dance. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching.
Checked in for Dort. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Levine, he's checked in for Brown. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Booker. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Okay. Better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Clippers trail by 6. And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Booker.
You know, it's always interesting. Free throw shooting, consistency at a high level. That's an attribute that Devin Booker shows off every season.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Garland, the pass to Barnes. Edwards for 3. Goes back up. And Jokic lays it up and in.
Tough to box out Jokic. Not only strong, but long.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Levine against Edwards. Levine passes to Booker. Antetokounmpo, right side. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, the versatility that Giannis has out there is such a huge advantage to what they can do offensively. He saw that pick and roll well.
Now here's Reeves. Still without a bucket. On target from range.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
They enjoyed a big win in their last meeting, putting their opponent in just terrible foul trouble throughout the game.
And let's see if they bring that same attacking mindset with them into this game. They should. It worked like a charm last time, getting so many guys in foul trouble.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Outside Edwards. Barnes a screen from the arc. Giannis with the rebound. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside Garland. .11 seconds left to play in the first. Edwards, a pass to Jokic. Over Antetokounmpo. Jokic, no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So on the floor for the Clippers, they've got Desmond Bane, Devin Booker out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Green, and it's Galloway in at the 4-man position.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Booker against Murray, shoots over Booker, and there's Murray. That one's good on the assist by Garland.
Defensively, you're trying to prevent DeJounte from getting to the rim, but he can counter. That mid-range becomes deadly.
Pass to Bane. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Murray deciding where to go with it. He's off on the layup. Clippers trail by 6. On the wing, Bane. Here's Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
And he knocks down the first one.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
Awoma, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Lou Dort comes in for Murray. Brown, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Hero comes in for Desmond Bane. And both free throws good for Green.
And the fire that Draymond Green plays with, I think, is the most admirable quality. Knows how to get himself and his teammates going throughout the course of a long, grinding 82-game season.
Now here's Garland. No made baskets yet. And Gordon with the big finish.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Brooklyn making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Clippers. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Booker. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Nets leading by 4. Garland, the pass to Gordon. And here's Reeves outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Green. Good work defensively by Dort. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Edwards, the pass to Dort. Back to Edwards. Dort outside. Outside Reeves. Screen by Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Reeves with the 3. Reeves has got 9.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Puts it up from 15. The bank shot, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And the shot is good by Garland. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
Garland out there doing a great job creating space with the handle, playing with some confidence.
LaVine finds Brown. Shot from 12. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
And we've seen Edwards grow a lot in the past few years. He has a great understanding of how to put defenders in tough spots.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Free throw good. Edwards. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Nikola Jokic has checked in for Brooklyn. DeJounte Murray comes in for Garland.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Pass to Green. Hero outside. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nets. Gordon with it. Edwards for 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hero outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Hero's got his first 3 points of the game. Nets leading by 6. Gordon outside. Back to Murray. Dort outside. Inside from Embiid. Edwards so good inside.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Outside, Brown. Gordon against Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Brooklyn, Scotty Barnes checked in for Gordon, and Darius Garland subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Zubats, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Devin Booker comes in for Hero. Pass to Dort. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Brown with it, guarded by Garland. Fades away. Brown, no good. Nets leading by 5. It's Dort on the wing. Booker defending. Barnes, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Edwards against Booker. Outside Edwards. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 3 seconds left. Shai all the way to the cup.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Nets up 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum. They're thinking about the shot. Fans, let's hear it for our contestants. Well done.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. Out in Indiana, it'll be the Pacers against the Thunder. 8:30 Eastern time for the tip there.
It's one to watch, kind of a heavyweight matchup.
That's my favorite.
And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Luguentz-Dort out there with Barnes. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubac. He'll take those anytime he gets it.
To the left wing. Jokic passes to Garland. Gets the 3 ball to go. Garland's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in the suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate.
Timeout. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Attention fans. Now on the court is your squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Who wants to teach you right about now? That's right, fans. It's time to make some noise. Put your hands in the air. Let me see you.
right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo. In the third spot, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Two premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
Outside Garland. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Nets. Outside Barnes. Back to Garland. Takes the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Floats one. Outside, Brown. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Garland, the pass to Edwards. Dort outside. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. And there's Jokic on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight.
Jokic being assertive now on the inside. He can move anybody around.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Garland. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Nets trail by 3. Dort outside. Pass to Barnes. Jokic with a screen on Zubac. Barnes passes to Dort. Edwards for 3. Called in by Brown.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Defensively, you got to try and build a wall against Giannis and cover the paint. He's too much to handle inside.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
You have the camera all to yourself. What are you going to do? Drop beat, dude. Drop beat.
Reeves is checked in for Brooklyn. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Levine's checked in.
Substitutions on the court.
Here's Garland. 5 points in the game. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Barnes with the rebound.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Edwards. Shoots over Levine, and the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 14.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Zubac, and that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Barnes. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Over Antetokounmpo. Barnes, no good. The Clippers lead by 5. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. In the 3rd spot, Los Angeles.
Well, it was a big focal point for them last season, making good on their trips from the free throw line.
For Brooklyn, Clowney, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Gordon comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Murray subbed in for Edwards. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Reeves. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3. 12 points for him.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Back to Murray. Outside Garland for the lead. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Levine. Green with a screen on Reeves. Here's Levine for 3. Doesn't go for him. For the tie. No good. Back to Green. Fires from way outside. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Clippers ahead, up by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Zach LaVine. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. The Clippers shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Hero outside. Green with a screen on Edwards. On the wing, Levine. There's the 3. Dort grabs the miss. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Murray's gone 1 for 3 on the night. To the paint. Giannis with the jam.
Giannis can shoulder any load, and he's doing it here.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Gordon. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
Oh, a huge slam from Brown. I like when he doesn't settle for a layup there.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Los Angeles making a change here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Murray passes to Reeves. Pulls up. And the Nets miss again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. They get it back. Outside for Levine. Three-pointer off the mark.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo to pass to Brown. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
Now Edwards. Pass to Gordon. On the wing, Murray fires the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hero outside. Outside Levine. They get it again. Oh, look out. Giannis, unbelievable.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Reeves outside. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Here to put on a show, your Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn, Nikola Jokic is checked in for Gordon. Scotty Barnes comes in for Reeves. And Garland is subbed in for Murray. Here's Zubac. Gilgeous-Alexander up top, guarded by Garland. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take, or they've knocked them down.
Pass to Jokic. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. It's tipped. Dort with a steal. Here we go. Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Booker. Dort against Brown. Shot clock at 6. Over Dort. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. So it's the Clippers now, leading by 5. Such a wide open look.
One of the best sharpshooters in the NBA. Booker can get hot in a hurry.
Down low. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. 1:16 left in the fourth. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. Mr. Jokic absorbing the hit. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with a steal. And here's Garland. To the left side wing. Puts it up from 12. And Booker pulls it down. And the Clippers have possession. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Garland. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. 8-point game. Yes, it's good.
Just such an instinctual passer. Really reminds me of Arvydas Sabonis, who came over and dazzled us from the center position.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
15 seconds.
And so here are the Clippers. And he commits the intentional foul.
His third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Clippers. Shot Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting 2.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. Brooklyn calls timeout. They're down by 8. Your thoughts, guys?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Let's go. It's T-shirt time.
17 seconds left in the game. Garland against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. So the Clippers win it. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew,